Principals say they're being robbed by the Department of Education. And this week, a member for the Panel for Educational Policy pressed the school's chancellor to explain why she wants to take away half of any money principals have left at the end of the school year. In the past, principals were encouraged to spend wisely, to save money and roll over any leftover funds to spend when school starts again in the fall.
What we have announced is that our principals have the authority to roll over 50% of the dollars that they have had. As you all know, the city and our city schools are in a very difficult financial condition.
But the panel member pushed for more of an explanation.
I know that in 2009, 800 schools rolled over money for the rainy day. Well, it's pouring right now, and we're taking away their umbrella. We can't do this.
The chancellor said she'd think it over. She'd set Friday as the deadline for principals to decide whether they'd lose half their savings or go on a spending spree to empty their budgets by the end of June. Now the DOE's decided to give principals 2 more weeks to consider their options. But principals say they don't want more time. Principal Edward Time has written the chancellor twice asking her to reconsider. He hasn't gotten a response.
I was counting on having that money to be able to weather the cuts that were coming down from the state level and the city level.
And at a rally outside PS 128 in Queens on Thursday, parents said they would fight to let their school keep its savings.
We need that money. It's good practice to have money in reserve for unforeseen necessary expenses.
We're hoping that the Department of Education will leave the money with our kids. It was designated to our kids, and it really needs to be left for our kids.
And city council members are also now joining the fight.
This is bad policy. It's bad education policy. It's bad management policy, and it's bad budget policy.
Why is the chancellor punishing the people who had the smarts to do the right thing? We don't understand.
The DOE says it will use the money to offset system-wide cuts, but principals say those funds belong to the schools that saved them. Lindsay Christ, New York 1.